All right, gender-neutral scouting, progress or progressive tomfoolery? Here to weigh in, tonight's panel, syndicated radio host and Fox News contributor Leslie Marshall, and from WMAL radio host Larry O'Connor. Welcome to you both tonight.
Hi, Shannon.
Okay.
Hi, Shannon.
As Trace pointed out, both the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts have been experiencing a decline in membership. They both say that they're fighting to attract new people. The Girl Scouts now feel like the Boy Scouts are trying to raid their territory a bit. In a letter that was written last year from the Girl Scouts to the Boy Scouts when they heard this conversation was going on, they said this: it is unsettling that BSA would seek to upend a paradigm that has served both boys and girls so well through the years by moving forward with a plan that would result in fundamentally undercutting Girl Scouts of the USA. We're confused as to why, rather than working to appeal to the 90% of boys who aren't involved in BSA programs, you would choose to target girls. Leslie.
As a former Girl Scout, and my daughter, who's 10, is a current Girl Scout, I actually agree with the Girl Scouts on this, but let me tell you why. Larry, don't fall over and fall in love with me yet. Here's the thing.
He's already in love with you.
First of all, what are the issues? There are two issues here. One, inclusion. But you have the inclusion now for the Boy Scouts. You have the inclusion of not only the members, the children, but the leaders, whether they're trans or whether they're gay. So that isn't the issue. The issue that a lot had, and feminists are going to be angry at me, even though I am a feminist, who are applauding this, is that Eagle Scouts and others in the Boy Scouts get more opportunities. The problem is it is a boy, a male, getting more opportunity over a girl, a female. Changing the name does not change that issue, which is a societal problem, not just a Scout problem.
Well, here's what I thought was interesting. So right now, the Cub Scouts, already 3,000 girls have joined that. They're broadening their base to accept girls as well. But the Boy Scouts, the programs that are for 11 to 17-year-olds, that's where they're going to start accepting girls next year. The programs, though, we're told are going to be divided along gender lines. There will be single-sex units. So girls can get in, but really it's going to be like it almost sounds like a Girl Scouts within the Boy Scouts. So, all right, Here's one of the Boy Scout members, a leader of one of the groups. He says this is not the main organization. He says, get over it. The Scout program is the finest youth program in the world, and there's no reason to not be co-ed. There's every reason to be co-ed. The Future Farmers of America is co-ed, 4-H is co-ed, Band and School is co-ed. There's no valid reason not to be co-ed. So unless I'm misunderstanding this, they're going to be co-ed sort of in name, but the girls are going to be in a track, and the boys are still going to be on a track. Larry?
Yeah, they do have some co-ed events that they're doing, is my understanding as well. But yeah, it really does look like a marketing ploy. It is the precipitous decline of membership of Boy Scouts, put them in some financial problems. But, you know, let's not overlook what brought on that precipitous decline. It's been, for the past few decades now, there have been outside left-wing activist groups trying to force change onto the Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts were perfectly happy, you know, pledging allegiance to God, asking all of the members to be faithful and reverent, and suddenly they had to throw that out because it was mean to the atheist kids, and they had to have openly gay Scouts and openly gay Scout leaders and then trans Scouts, and that's why many families were pulling their kids out of this group. I don't understand two things about this. Number one, why are feminist groups happy about this when basically they've got an organization created for women, by women, about women? You would think they would want to support that group, the Girl Scouts. They're going to be hurt by this. And number two, if all these left-wing activist groups want this agenda, they want children to be in a group with all of the social agenda that they want to put through, why don't they just start their own group, their own Scout group, let the Boy Scouts be the Boy Scouts, and then they can start their own group, the Unicorn group, the Unicorn Scouts. They can have a rainbow uniform, and I'm sure that they'll attract a whole lot of kids to their outfit, and everything will be wonderful. That's what we do in America. We compete and try to win.
I just want to know who's going to have the best snacks and not make me actually camp out.
Well, Leslie, I want some do-si-dos. Can you have your daughter send me some?
We'll put in our orders with Leslie for the next round of Girl Scout cookies. In the meantime, Larry and Leslie, thank you both.
Thanks, Jen.